It's Sunday, YouTube. The holiest of workout days. So we'll start with a little bit of cardio, but then I think we'll do a little bit of upper body. Okay? Join me. Oh, I need to get the music going. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Okay. I apparently have opted into an experimental feature on YouTube. Are you going to play the goddamn music? Louder. Okay, do the next one then. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Can you hear? Sensei Johnny, well, I can't even get the workout started. Look at that. If it isn't Daniel-san, how are you, my friend? Where are we? 56. You believe that? And Danny boy, you've been the primary driver of the Johnny Sin vote. So I appreciate that. Thank you. What are you up to this Sunday? Have you been partying? Okay. Oh shit, I need my protein shake too. Hello. God. It's been a slow start today. I am holding a fuck ton of water, so we're gonna try and get some things moving. No, I don't like social gatherings. Barf. Well, you know what you like. That's important. And listen, I enjoy socializing a lot. Oh God. Oh, it's set to 7. Okay, we're gonna get there. I'm very good at parties. I love partying with people. But at a certain point, it becomes sort of more the same thing. Like going out to bars and stuff. That was something I did when I was younger, when I had a much larger and kind of less intimate social circle. I didn't really enjoy it, but it's where all of my buddies were going, especially from the Krav Maga place. All of my kickboxing buddies, we'd go out to. We had our bar, that one of our buddies worked at. So, that was a whole thing. But after a certain point, it becomes like you're just repeating the same thing over and over. And I say that as someone who's played Skyrim like 50 times. Oh my God. We can finally dono. How about 20 push-ups? Ooh, shit. Marin, thank you. You know what? We heart that. How do I heart it? There we go. I'm very new to this. We just got turned on. Wink. Well, let's do 50. Let's do 20 push-ups. I'm warming up. I haven't done this many push-ups in a while. I'm gonna do them on my knuckles because of my wrist issues. Also because I'm a hard ass. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do some. I normally do these super slow. This is my first push-up test in like, I don't know, a year and a half. Okay. Warming up. 1, 2, 4, 6, 11, 18, 19, 20. Oh, a little bit of pump. Oh, shit. We also got our first member. Welcome to King's Courtiers. Ooh, thank you, respect. Thank you. So happy. This is a funny one. Now, this is translated, but this went from Sahed, says, fuck your success. Oh, no. Yeah? Well, Allah, you know, will give you success one day too, and then maybe you will stop lashing out at others. And 10 shadowboxing punches since you're warming up. This is exciting. Respect, this is very exciting for me. First of all, okay, I love that we get to set a hierarchy. That's very nice. A couple shadowboxing punches. Okay. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Shoop, shoop, pop. Oh, Superman. What do they say, Superman, that hoe? Thank you, respect. Mwah. First dono, first member. I would donate, but I have to pay rent. Daniel-san. Here, and I meant to have this conversation with everyone, but this all happened very quickly. So, first of all, never donate if it's going to put you out financially, okay? It's not like, you know, it's not like that here. You know what I mean? So, I would be upset with you, frankly, if you donated when you weren't in a position to do so. So, you better not, okay? And that's the other thing. I'm never going to ask for money from you. I mean, I know I turned this stuff on, but I'm never going to, like, ask you to do it. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. I'm glad you're smiling today. Thank you, respect. Yeah, you know, one of the caveats of wearing your heart on your sleeve is that I just fucking telegraph everything. So, I need to get better about managing that. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Marin says, I can't do much, but I will support as much as I can. Well, I appreciate that. And Marin, that's huge, okay? It is only because of you guys that I got this stuff unlocked, okay? So it's all of your watching, all of you that are going back and re-watching the old streams have been huge. So thank you guys for making this happen, and I'm already on the way to the other thing. Kage, hello, welcome. Jam, come on and slam. Hi. Yeah, so this is all because of you guys. Okay, so I appreciate it. So again, this is all optional stuff. What? Kage sent a trophy? What? Let's see. Shave your legs off? Ebony, that's... Okay, we're going to need a very large dono to lose the legs, all right? So, in fact, you're going to need to throw some sort of telekinetic powers on top of that. Sam says $149 membership is very affordable. Some streamers charge $9.99 per month. Well, that's stupid. Thank you, Kage, for your trophy. I appreciate that. I'll put it up with my other ones on the desk. Yo, fruity dude, I'm scrolling, so enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, Surfboard. I actually saw you in the wild last night on live. I didn't say anything. I can't remember which stream it was in, but I appreciate you stopping by. A dog biscuit? Should I do the NPC stuff now too? Thank you, Ebony. Well, Sam, yeah, that's the thing is like I'm not interested in fleecing people or bleeding people dry, okay? Because I've been fucking poor, okay? I've skipped meals and I've sold like possessions to pay bills before, So not now, I'm okay, but I've been there. So I'm never. That's the other thing too is like. It feels weird accepting money from people, and that's just me, So never feel bad if you can't dono, okay? Just your presence is a gift. Jam says, what? Hurricane was kind of nuts, but all the animals are good. Oh, good. Good. Oh, how do I heart this? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kage. We just have no power or running water and got to pick up the slack at the sanctuary here since a bunch of the volunteers can't make it today. Fucking Christ, Jam. Christ. Well, I'm glad you're okay, but holy shit. I'm sorry. I hope you can get some help and put things back together. That's a huge respect the first on the council. Holy shit. Well, respect if anyone was going to be my first. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. And that's the other thing is that the members are going to have like a very direct influence on the kind of streams we do for members only, the kind of videos we do for members only. So I changed to King's Council. Well, respect you're the first. Okay? The first of his name. I appreciate that. Mwah! Sam says, apparently today's Madonna's 68th birthday. No offense, Madonna, only 68? And Steve Carell's 64th. That's nuts. That's nuts, because I think of them as like very separate. This message is held for review. Hasib says, I love you, feet. Thank you. You haven't even really seen him. You know, you just wait. We're not doing legs necessarily today. I want to do some push. Maybe some shoulders, tries. I'm flexing the buys, but you know, whatever. Thank you. I think, you know, the section of the community that's into the feet is very small. Can I see them? Sure. I'm glad you're safe, Jam, says Respect. Yes. What type of comment is that, Sam? Listen, it's nothing new to stream, I'll tell you that much. It is absolutely nothing new. So, you know, I'm not really concerned about it. I was a dancer for many years, so, you know, to me, feet are just like not a big deal. You know what I mean? I was the dude in the dance company that gave foot massages on the sideline of rehearsal when people were like off stage. Jam says, thank you guys. Honestly, I'm just pissed off that I don't get a day off this week. Yeah, you know, you'd think that fucking Hurricane would be a good enough reason to take your 8 hours, but no, I'm sorry. Well, that's the hard part of like sanctuaries and like vet clinics. You can't just take a day off, right? It's like, and the people that are in that business aren't the type, thank God, aren't the type to just like fuck off, you know, and like take the day. So, Kage says, how you been? You had me worried. Last week was extremely difficult. And part of the problem is like when I tell people I'm gonna be online, I feel like I need to be, right? Even if it doesn't work out. So I just need to like, I'm gonna be streaming more often, which is gonna take some of the pressure off keeping a schedule because I'll just do it all the time. But I work too hard, essentially. I'm not saying I work too hard here. I'm saying I work too hard in the outside, in the matrix. I appreciate you, Kage. Toastplay is often asked for here, yes. And you'll get some feet shots later, probably, with the posing. You know, I'll probably do a front kick to camera. I'm very considerate. Jam says, Sunday's my only day, usually. Dancing, but I'm sorry, Jam. Well, I'm especially grateful then that you choose to share it with us. Because sometimes, you even if it's like an off day, sometimes you need time away from like eyeballs and talking to people, you know? So I appreciate that this is relaxing enough to count as rest time. Yeah, we're the only ones, because we live here, we can't slack, right? And you give a shit also, so it's, you know, it's like, well, I'm not gonna not do it. Jan says, the landlord's house flooded. Ooh, we went down to check on her last night. We were up to our thighs in water, thick. But she stayed for her dogs. Luckily, we're an upstairs unit. Holy shit. By the way, do you go live on other social media? IG, TikTok? No, I have an Instagram where I will respond to messages, but I for someone that's on social media, I'm not very on top of it. I'm very like old school, you know. So I don't taking pictures of myself is still like a novel concept. It's like people want me to do that. So I need to build up the Instagram, but I've been working hard on the YouTube front to push us to get to where I'm a little partner now. Marin says, "Oh, I already read that, Marin." No, I thought about doing Twitch. I did one stream on Twitch where I did a grandma character that no one here has seen yet. Um, nobody stopped by, so I just stuck to YouTube. Sam says, "Are you on IG? Same username?" Yes, the Mad King Kyle, all one word. I have 2 pictures up, but you can message me there. So I need to. I've been swamped, but now I've opened up some time, so hopefully I'll get those fucking photo shoots in, and put some other interesting content up. We'll see. Other things coming soon. Hasib says, "I'd give you a foot massage." Yeah, I bet you would, wouldn't you? And you haven't even seen the goods yet. Okay, you haven't even seen the duck flappers. Okay, are they flat? Yes. All right, but very wide. You know, good surface area spread, weight distribution. Okay. So you'll see the feet. Okay. Let's see, 17 minutes. Okay, I need to push this up a little bit more because we need to get into the pushing muscles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm on IG. I don't do TikTok. I don't tweet or whatever the fuck they call it now. I don't X. I don't know. I'm more of a live, off the cuff kind of guy. Are you tired today? Yes, quite. I'm also holding a ton of water. I've been like upping the creatine, and then I had a lot of sodium the last couple days. So I'm definitely feeling like little puffed. Jam says, "Okay, guys, I got to get things done. I wish I could hang out here. You all have a great day. Bye, Jam. Bye, Jam." I'm trying to dance and bike at the same time. Bye, Jam. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Stay safe, okay? Don't work too hard. Oh, Respect says, "I got creatine. I tried it for the first time yesterday." Also says, "Bye, Jam." It might take a couple days for it to like for you to really feel effects, and then sometimes you might have to like, you might only notice when you're exerting yourself or something like that. But for me, I mean, it's a definite, on like a 12 rep set, I'll get like 14, maybe 15. Jam's waving bye. What a trooper. Oh, what a kind heart Jam has. So sweet. But I appreciate it. You guys have all this crazy stuff going on, major life events, and you still show up here. And I love you. Hasib, would you like oil or lotion? I feel like I think lotion might be better, honestly. Oil's probably more like visibly, it's probably the aesthetic choice. But practically speaking, I mean, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Both. I'll have to try both and then give you a review after. So I'm just going to have to get 2 massages, Just to be fair. Just to be fair. Okay? Looks like I got got my T-Toz separated here. It's good. All right, you know what, let's do a little, let's see where we're at with the zone 2 cardio. We're warming up, but I don't feel at all. Well, is the battery dead? Well, guess we're not doing that. No problem. I'll give you 0. Respect says, 10. Yeah, okay. First comment was a lot funnier. Respect says, I like lavender oil. Ooh, nice. I use a cleaning spray that's lavender based. I haven't really done a lot of oils for myself. I've oiled my beard before, many times. Usually it's like a sandalwood, cedarwood, something like that. I haven't done lavender. Kage says, I was getting real worried when you didn't reply to my email. It's good to see you're doing good. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I have not checked it in a couple days. So I've been working like pretty much every second you haven't seen me on stream up until like yesterday. So I just haven't gotten to it. I appreciate it, Kage. Thank you. How have your streams been going? Did you get your internet and everything worked out? Hasib says, since you're working on legs, I'll massage your legs too. That's the interesting thing. We're sort of doing legs today. We're sort of doing cardio. We'll do some upper body, but then tomorrow I think we'll hit legs a little more muscularly, right? We're gonna hit, today is just, you know, bike, but tomorrow we'll hit the glutes, adductors, okay? These meaty suckers here. So I'm trying to break up my workouts so that I can increase the frequency so that I can be moving on stream more often, talking about, you know, my muscles more often. Also, I just feel like the program I've been on, which is like full body every other day, it's just not optimized for what I'm doing at this point, you know. Respect. I just put oil in the tub when I take a bath on rare occasions. Ooh. That sounds nice. Respect, you got it all figured out. Kage says not the greatest. Still only have like 1 viewer and that's midnight. That, you know, Kage, I totally get you there. If you, because I've seen your channel, right? And like if you don't already have an established audience, especially if like you haven't done a ton of videos, I mean, forgive me for telling you something you might already know, but it's harder at first because YouTube doesn't really know who to show your stream to, right? So once you get enough metadata, then things picked up. I think for me, it was like once I got to like 25 videos or something, it started to really understand who I was trying to push the karate videos to. So it might just take like a lot of time, and I would also make sure that your category information, if you upload the streams and stuff, if it's defaulted to like entertainment, you might not be getting pushed to the gaming side, right? So I'd look into stuff like that, but just be consistent, honestly. The more videos you upload, the better the system gets at knowing who to give it to. Hasib says, how long do you want your massage? 30 minutes or an hour? Well, it depends, you know. I like to play it by ear, you know? Let the feeling guide me. Okay. Is this, okay, level 7 resistance. So, moving a little out of the cardio and more into like the actually getting the muscles pulling. It's less that I'm just kind of biking and now I'm like pushing each. Oh, all right, I didn't know that. Yeah, oh yeah, Kage, definitely. So I would go back, if you upload your old lives, which I think you do, I don't remember because I've only caught you on the home screen. Make sure your category's set. Add tags, because if you don't have any text or anything, it can just help to, because Minecraft is like a very searchable thing. So the more Minecraft terms you put in like your tags, maybe you write a description, right? That'll get people going to your your uploaded videos. But in terms of being live, honestly, Kage, I would also highly recommend keep your mic on, right? A lot of people, and do whatever you want with your channel, right? This is just, if you want more viewers, I think that if you brought your personality to it, your commentary, explain like what you're doing, why you're doing it, you know, what you know, that can be like, that can keep people engaged in the moments when you're like running around between builds or like farming zombies or something. I think it could really add a lot. And people scroll very quickly. So like if you don't have something for like a 10, 15-second block, that's more than enough time for someone to swipe. If you want to game the system, right? I think you just do how you want to do it, and you will attract the viewers that like your style. But at first, it's really hard. I had several streams where nobody showed up when I was first doing karate. You know, so it depends, and it's the YouTube algorithm's kind of mercurial. You can only do what you can, and then you just got to be consistent, right? So if you want Minecraft viewers, keep putting out Minecraft content, right? Some people will say, especially, well, you stream horizontally, so you could also cut up highlights of your gameplay, make them into shorts. You might get some people over, you know, because shorts have a higher visibility. So I stream vertically. It has a higher visibility than landscape. All of my long forms are horizontal. So just keep trying it. Great Price Lawn and Tree Care. Welcome. My favorite go-to company for lawn and tree care, okay? When the forest is getting a little thick, you gotta call Great Price Lawn and Tree Care. Great Price Lawn and Tree Care. I think that melody's taken, but you know, we'll workshop some jingles. What happened to jingles, man? We cut the bush. Perfect. Good tagline. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's, you know, it's kind of frustrating in a way, but also hilarious that like naming a Vietnamese pho place something like pho off is like insanely brilliant, successful marketing. You know what I mean? But like these like intelligent, creative ideas don't always get, you know. There's a reason why the vandalism on the fucking Roman Colosseum is like fucking Glaudius's dick was here, or you know, like, oh, tell them that it's human nature. Here at Great Price Lawn and Tree Care, we cut the bush down to the root. Great Price says, I'm not cheap, Price Lawn Care, just saying. Hey, it's in the name, you know? You want greatness? You gotta pay. Okay. I'm really curious about my heart rate. I wish I gotta put another watch battery into it. We're almost done. 30 minutes on the bike is pretty good. And I'm not out of breath or anything. But I'm in a position where I can't continue talking without having to take that like pause breath. And that's sort of like a good measurement of how much exertion you're doing. If you can talk, but like you have to take breath breaks, that's sort of like where you want to be for your zone 2. Respect says, do you charge by the trim or by the season? Ooh. See, I didn't even know that was a thing. Respect is a man of the land, so I'm sure he understands many political ins and outs of property management. Okay, yeah, I'm really starting to feel it in the teardrop here. So we'll just do this a little bit longer. We just want to stimulate the legs today. And then we're going to not annihilate, but we're going to get a good chest, shoulder, try pump at least. I think tomorrow we do gams, maybe back the next day. Respect says, I'm just a goofy hillbilly redneck. I'm not so smart. Well, Respect, I don't know about that, with all due respect. Okay? Not only do you have a broad range of things you know things about, I've been very shocked at some of the things you know, but that is a kind of intelligence. That is a practical intelligence. I can't do calculus anymore. I don't expect you to do calculus, but you don't need to. Right? When you just do your fucking hog time, I don't know. Obviously, I'm ignorant, but that's an intelligence too. Reading animals and what they're about to do, that's a different kind of intelligence. I was told recently, not everyone can like read the personality of birds. You know, they're very expressive. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They broadcast how they're feeling, but some people can't, you know? So don't count yourself out, okay? There will definitely come a time in our species' very near future where the knowledge and skills you have are going to be infinitely more important than the shit that I work on. You know what I mean? In the tech industry. I know it's like one EMP away from nothing. Respect says, I hated school. That's why I dropped out. Well, and look at you, man. You got property, you got a business, you got your stuff figured out. In many ways, honestly, I don't, right? So like, there are many paths up the mountain. So, and we were told, like, you have to go to school, you have to do this. And Kage, please stay in school. All right? But we're learning that school doesn't really prepare you for the real world in any kind of realistic way. It teaches you, like, basic trig and fucking bare bones, watered down U.S. history. But at no point was there like balancing a checkbook, doing your taxes, fucking investments and percentages in that sort of sense. We always like, well, if Timmy's on a train and it has 6 apples going 400 miles a fucking hour towards Susie's train, I don't know. Then I guess they both crash and, you know what I mean? How much force does it take to, how many newtons do you have to apply to the rope attached to the box to move the box? I don't know. I guess I just keep applying strength until the box begins to move, and that's how, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm a bit of a caveman myself. Respect says, school taught me nothing but only about social interactions. That is the one underrated part of school. It gets you acclimated to, and you microdose dealing with assholes. Stupid, dipshit assholes. That is honestly more valuable than the fucking math or whatever, because you are guaranteed to have to endure ignorant fucking assholes. You're going to have to. And unfortunately, that's like a good percentage of the world. So like, you at your workplace, in your community, at church, there's gonna be stupid little dipshits, and learning how to work in a group where like one person doesn't do jack fucking shit, huge, because that's real life. Okay, spoiler about the working world, but that one person that doesn't do anything for the project and still wants credit, yeah, that's a well-represented archetype. So I think school should be real. And I fully support education. I'm super pro school. The populace is so fucking stupid. We need more education. We need better, high quality education, but we don't want to give them money because that's not flashy. Or, that money goes towards the growth of the future, not towards the growth of my fucking yacht. Anyway, what was I talking about? We're about done here on the bike. We're going to push just a little bit. It's human nature. Man, I enjoyed school, but school was easy for me. But that wasn't because like I'm super smart, even though I think I'm pretty smart. It's more that just like the standards are so fucking stupid. It's just a bunch of random stuff you have to memorize. And if you pay attention to the boring man at the front of the room, regurgitate it, what did I learn about fucking history? Well, I didn't even learn all of the actual history because they removed a lot of shit. I'm excited you're monetized now. Thank you, Respect. Me too. It takes some pressure off, because, and here's the other thing, Kage. If you're streaming, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. The requirements for getting into the partner program are about to double in February. So if you don't get your 4,000 watch hours by February, it will be doubled. So I think the super chats and everything, it's still 3K. But the ad revenue, that kind of stuff, that's only, see, now I'm out of breath. That's only at 8,000 in February. Thank you, Respect. It's very exciting. I like the idea of having exclusive stuff. We can have streams where it's only us, right? So, and I'm working on the other stuff on the side. To be safe, I'm making sure that's all set up before linking it and telling everyone about that. So, but the one-on-one, I've been looking into that this weekend, and the one-on-one calls, that's what I'm working on solidifying. But once that happens, I'll let you know, okay? I appreciate it. It's very nice. It's, I get a lot of hate on here, as you know. So I get a lot of respect as well. So I appreciate that. And you're my first, Respect. You're my very first. What is this number? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this means, Respect. That's the other, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, I naturally am wanting to stop, so. All right, let's see the quad pump. It's not diabolical or anything. It's a little, we've got a little bit, it's mostly here. Okay, God, it feels tight as hell though. Okay, actually, let me. Yeah, my money maker is gonna have to be here and here, I think, or this. Let's see, you can't see the hip flexors. We'll do hip flexor stuff particularly tomorrow. Okay, Hasib, you like this? Like my little toesies? Huh? Man, I'm top heavy. Jose Garcia, hello, good afternoon. May the Holy Spirit always be with you and protect you everywhere. Amen. Also, I hope you do well at the gym. I love you very much. Thank you. I love you too. Mwah. Very sweet of you. Respect says, I'm glad I'm the first official council member in the high courts of the Mad King. Exactly. Exactly. I'm very happy about that too. Only the most deserving that also have $5. Why am I getting back on the bike? All the blood's in my legs. All right. We're warm. We're ready. We're ready. Okay. I don't like this aesthetically. But if I put this up here, it might... No, actually, that's pretty good. And so many different colors in chat now. I like that too. I like the green. Very nice. Green's more my thing than blue, but you know. Viridian, maybe? Okay. Oh. Oh, good stretch. Little low pec engagement. And from my gymnast days, I'm turning out a little bit. This is how you press, right? It's not just here. You kind of turn out. Gives a little more stability. Kind of keep, instead of the lines being at your sides, it kind of puts them behind you a little bit. It's a little bit more supportive. Okay, we're just warming up the pecs. Ooh, yeah. See, I was worried we were bulking too hard. I don't think so. I think we're right on. Yeah, we're still all right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're still okay. Okay. I've just been so full of fucking fluid. Wink. All right, let's go a lot closer for the next one. I think close-ups are the key. I'm wondering if we should do Sunday Scaries later. I like it. We can continue. I'm worried that we might run out of scary stories. Okay, after the next set, we're gonna have to take this pump cover off, or I fear I may burst out of it. Okay, I'm worried. I'm also worried that this song is gonna go on for too long. It's all right. No. No. Yep. This is a classic. I used to do this move. It's harder nowadays because I can't get super far away from my own head. You know, I can't displace and bend my neck that much. Because to do this move, you're kind of doing this at the same time that you do this. Anyway. How long have you been a YouTuber? Oh man, I mean, this channel's like maybe almost 2 years old. I've been trying YouTube for about 3 years. And I've been streaming since, I think, February of this year. Jose says, hey, I really like your workout. I'd also like to see you and share that workout knowledge with you. Sorry for bothering you and everything, my dear friend. You're not bothering me, Jose. If you're who I'm thinking of, you leave a lot of comments that makes it sound like I look like someone from your social circle, maybe someone that passed. If that's true, I'm sorry to, bring that up in you. But I don't know how much is like a translation thing. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. I'm going to share more workout knowledge, more things like that. How did you get the English translation? That's what, oh, is it not translated for you? In my settings, when I go to the settings in the bottom left here, in chat filter, there's an option that I can toggle on that says automatic chat translation. So if I hover over Jose, it says, "Hoy me gusta mucho," but it does it automatically for me. Jose says, "And besides, I know that you are the brother of my true love. And besides, I can't betray them with you. He already knows." See, those are the comments where I'm just not sure what you mean. You're not bothering me. I'm just confused. All right, much closer this time so we can see the meat in action. That's all right. Let's go here. So people have assumed that I just speak multiple languages, which I don't. Oh, there's another classic. Oof. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Oh, yeah. We got blood flow. Okay. Let's take this puppy off. Oh, I need my little thingamabob. Yeah, bulk's not too much. We're riding the line, but it's, that's how we do. Struggle to keep it inside. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, this one is so fucking round and full, but this one just, it's not quite the same. So, we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. I wish I could, up here, because like my hip flexor is all of this, You understand. Okay. We've done some low pec, deep shoulder. Now we're gonna do some like more inclined pressing. Okay, we have these very tall parallels. I'm gonna have to bring you down to my level. Okay, shave and a haircut, 2 bits. See, that's the nice thing about getting more chest volume is that the bounces work a lot better. See, I can already tell when the T-taws push out horizontally, that's when we're on the money. Okay. All right. Let's bring it down a little bit. All right. Okay. So I'm going to sort of pike into these a little bit. So it won't be totally flat. It'll be a little bit farther.
Was that too close?
Okay. All right, let's see what we got. And I'm turning mine a little bit this way so that my elbows, I'm kind of pushing in this direction versus this direction. All right, let's see what we got. How's this going to be? Oh, right about there. Okay. So mini pike, okay? And I'm pushing up at sort of an angle, so it's not quite like an incline bench press. The mic goes right up my nose. I'm trying not to blast you in the ear.
Like this.
And notice I'm going past 90
degrees in the arms.
What? My head? What do you mean?
Oh, no, okay.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. I gotta do a little. Yep, there we go. Look at me. Jose says, hey, love, I really can't do that. The ones you did moving your breasts, she already knows. I don't know what you're talking about. Respect says, I'll be back in a bit, Kyle. If you're gone by then, I pray for food, water, shelter, guidance, and protection for everyone on this beautiful planet. Thank you, Respect. Mwah. I'll be on until maybe like 1:15-ish my time, so like 4:15. But if you're not back, I'm probably going to go live later tonight anyway. So thank you for being my first. You popped something. What is it? Anyway, love you, baby. Mwah. Okay, one set like that. We'll do maybe one more. Do I even want to do another press? I could just go straight into flies. That's the thing. You know? I really need to work on this delt situation. Very wide chest, but then the shoulders, you know, these little things here. That and everything else just kind of dominates, you know. My tricep takes over the entire thing, so. Sweet, I'll see you tonight then. Good. Respect, if you understood the number of things I had to like mentally stop myself from doing so I don't get in trouble on stream, okay? If you knew. Jose says, hey, love. Oh, it didn't translate it. Now I can't read it. There it goes. Hey, love, when am I going to see you so we can really talk and share things? Also, so I can really eat your body. Well, you know, talking and sharing things, that requires a different level of presence. The one-on-one call or training session and or chat is coming very soon, okay? I'll let you know. Okay, Jose Garcia, I'll even tag you, okay? All right, one more set of the shoulders here, and then we'll do some flies and some triceps. Okay, let's bring this up a little bit. All right. Okay, so I'm doing a pseudo pike. I'm just gonna put just enough tension and weight to make the press kind of challenging at the bottom. Really initiating from the shoulders, like I'm trying to do this instead of push. Really ensures the delt takes the brunt right out of the gate. Okay, one more. Okay, just give me one more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. See all the blood? Look at all the red. Look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. Jose Garcia. Jose, not Jose. Okay, it's different. What else we got on the docket, people? It's Sunday, okay? Do we already have the Sunday scaries? Are we afraid of work tomorrow? I wouldn't say I fear work. Now, if you use the word dread, I mean, you know, it might be pretty close. Okay. I'm debating which angle for the triceps. Okay, we can go almost straight on, so it's like a lot of this, or we can go like straight back, so it's a lot of this. Let's try both. Okay, let's try both. Let's put you all the way back here. Let's try this. See what we think. Okay, little triceps. How are we? This is decent. It's all right, not the best angle. The bar of the pull-up tower really is the blocker here. Yeah, like this. Oh, and I get to smell myself on the way in and out. Great. That's what he said. Oop. I've got the ropes leveraged against the back pad to the pull-up tower, so I can get this really specific angle of pull. I honestly don't even really use the back pad of the pull-up tower for anything at all. Many times I've lamented having it, but then I get unique exercise angles I can do. Oh, fuck, that's failure. Yep. Okay. Okay. Okay, next set we'll do from the back angle. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just do a zoom in on the chest, and this will be the whole stream, okay? Just like this. Okay? Okay? Oh, look at the wave. It's harder over here. Still got my dimples. Okay, I need to do flies for the shoulders, definitely. Yeah, I did these. I was laying flat on the bench here, and I did these flies that instead of like rear delt going kind of here, I went really low, but then it like fucked up something in between my shoulder blade and the spine. Something very, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like very deep in here. Fucked me up for days. So it tells me two things. One, that movement might be kind of difficult, but two, I'm identifying a huge weakness that I may need to address and then it won't happen. So, you know, I'm kind of, should I do more of it? Should I do less of it? There's arguments for both. So I'm not really sure. Okay, let's do a fly. This one I've been using a lot recently. It's been very easy on my neck. So that's one big reason we do it, okay? So unlike lateral raises where you come out here, that can kind of pinch my neck and shoulders, right, in this joint here. So if I externally rotate and then I fly on these 45-degree angles here, I get a lot of front delt, but I get some side delt too. But I get no neck impingement. So that's huge. I think if I just spam these for a few months, I think the shoulders will come in. And here I'm trying to get my elbows behind me a little bit as much as I can to get that stretch. It's a big core workout for me. Anything going straight overhead puts a lot of ask on my spine. It's also why my arms are kind of bent, so that the leverage against the spine isn't enormous, you know, out here. Here with bent arms, I can still get a good stretch and pull, but it's not so shearing on the spine. Oh my God. I feel like I get a little bit of trap. I'm not sure though. So I might save some rear delt for back day. But if that's not tomorrow, then I should do some today. I don't know. Okay, we'll rest. Rest for a moment. Okay, we'll do another set of tries. We'll do at least 2 sets of tries, I think. Maybe we'll hit forearms as an ender. You did 15. 15 what? 15 whats? 15 kisses? That was 15. 15 kisses. 11 rubles, 11 pirouettes. Name the movie. Real ones know. It's crazy we haven't gotten any votes, but I guess it's mostly been core community members. Okay, shoulders are feeling the pump. Okay, let's do triceps this way. Enjoy your meal. What meal? What am I eating today, Jose? Tell me. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go in this way. Yep. French press out of it. So depending on if I lean farther forward, I get more at the end. If I'm more over my legs, then it's less pressure on the elbows. So you can really control where and when you get that pressure. So maybe, you know, in the deep stretch, it's a huge stimulus and strain, and it gets easier. So if I want to make this harder, I keep my body weight here and continue to press in the arms versus pressing my whole body backwards. That makes it easy at the end, right? Do you see the vision? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress, Neo?
No. Okay. Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Jose, it might just be you and me right now. Little private audience with the king. Okay. We'll do flies again. We'll do another something for triceps. I want to say we'll go like more close grip pressing. On the rope, you did 10. On the tubes, and on the rope, 12. You already know them. Jose, I wish I understood what that meant. What does that mean? The rope. The battle ropes? I'll probably do those as my cardio tomorrow because we'll do upper body cardio, we'll get a pump, then we'll do legs, kind of how we did bike today, and then upper body. Tomorrow we'll do upper body cardio, get some extra shoulders in there. And then we'll work legs on the muscles, leg muscles. That's a little bit I picked up from the Hard to Hurt channel, kickboxing. It's like a vocal stim or whatever they call them. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So we externally rotate. Maybe I'll go straight on like this. Yeah. I have to keep my core locked down. This is very much a core workout for me as well. Oh, we love those stretch partials. Okay. Woo! Jose says, hey, love, I'm counting every exercise you do. Oh, yeah? Keeping me accountable. I like that. I like that. I love you so much. I don't want to lose you over trivial things, really. Okay, well, I'm not a trivial sort of person. Really, and besides, I know you're crazy about me, really. I certainly am crazy. It's in the name. So it says you did 20 on both sides. Interesting. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Both sides. How you like them numbers? Uno, dos, motherfucking trace. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think I'm going to go back onto the rings and do a close grip push-up. We've really worked the stretch of the triceps, but now we really want to hit the sort of end range. Make sure we can finish all of the pressing that we start. You know what I mean? Got to make sure you can finish. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, we're already set up. Let's see, I kind of want to do here. So we'll bring you here. Jose says, You did 30 exercises for your breasts. You already know. Okay. Here, yeah. So let's bring you up a little bit. Little bit. Make sure we get all the good stuff in frame. So instead of letting everything stretch at the bottom like this, right, I could get some more pec out of that, but I just want to keep it in the triceps. So I'm going to stop once the elbows fully stretch, but I'm going to keep the pecs engaged. Keep the pressure on the triceps. And I'm sort of doing a push down motion more than a pushing straight forward. I'm going down like this. Really emphasizes the end of the movement. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Jose, help. Okay, yep, all right. Oh, fuck. Okay. Sometimes you gotta walk away, you know? Oh, yeah. God damn. God damn. That's how we do. You know? You wanna play some fucking horseshoes? My arm pump is fucking diabolical. Oh my God. Too big. Let's see how big we are today. Wink. Okay, what are we doing? Measuring my guns. That's right. All right. Let's see what we got. Now the best time would be to get a bicep pump too, but we're just gonna have to deal today, you know? Okay, let's get it over the, I need the actual tricep in the measurement. Yeah. We're at 14 1/4, which means we've put 1 fucking inch on these arms since we started the bulk. 1 inch. Are you shitting me? Okay? I said it would be easier. I told everyone it would happen faster. You did 20 rope exercises. Oh, did I really? Thank you. I was not measuring. Felt like less. Felt like far less than 20. Okay, triceps are pretty fucking good, to be frank. I might do 1 set of flies, rear, and then maybe a hanging core, maybe a touch of forearms. So we get that extra stimulus. You have a 35 centimeter arm, tell me, is that right? 35? Is that good? Is that big enough for you, Jose? 14 1/4 is 37 centimeters. I don't know how to say that in Spanish. Bap, bap. Okay, so what we're gonna do for our last set of flies is we're gonna go kind of low, very shallow. We're gonna go up, and we're gonna hit it with low weight. Poor Gamer says 1 inch is amazing. Only true bros can appreciate the inch. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and it's honestly, I'm hitting the hypertrophy hard. I'm bulking. I've got the creatine, but honestly, it's because I've bulked up before and my arms just get up to like, probably like the biggest they ever got was like 17 and a half. I don't think we'll get there, but it's just proof that like after you lose it, it comes back just so much faster. I mean, it's crazy how fast I'm bulking up this time. I mean, I'm part of it's because I know what the hell I'm doing. I've also, it's not just the muscle memory, quote unquote. It's not just that I've stretched all of my fascia and made room for all that extra meat, but I know how I respond best. So I just, I've optimized. Thank you, Poor Gamer. How you doing today? Today a workout day, rest day? Is it a gaming day with an extra Y in there? What was I gonna do? Flies. Oh, Pure Technique. Oh, how's it going, Brother Bear? Looking good, broski. Thank you. I'm trying to squeeze a workout in. I've been working my ass off all hours of the day and night. King Awesome. Ah, a fellow king. Welcome to my court. I missed you at the last moot. Poor Gamer says, I'm scared bulking up would cause my twink death. Well, but here's what you can do is you can bulk up, see what it's like to be an otter, go bear mode, right? And then you, at the higher weight, you cut the fat so that it's gonna be difficult to put on like 30, 40 pounds to get you out of twink zone, Jose says, hey, the position, quote, very well for that value you mentioned. I think that's not the truth value. What does that mean? I desperately want to know what you mean. I can see, keep it up. Thank you, Pure Technique. How's work on the house going? Sam says, were you ever overweight? Jose says, okay, sorry. What? Why? I want to understand. I'm not mad. I wish I understood completely, My mind to your mind. Telepathic link. Sam says, were you ever overweight? Not really. I mean, I got up to maybe 20% body fat at my heaviest, which was 220. And that was when I was powerlifting. I got up to 220 as a bodybuilder, but I was probably like 15, 16%. So I've never been like what people would call fat. But a lot of that is genetically. I've had abs my whole life. So, I eat clean, but a lot of it is genetics. So I just have to work a lot less hard than others. But it takes me a lot of work to put weight on and keep it on. So if the two of us were hanging out, we're the same height, same weight, I'm gonna starve first because I just run hot. Pure Technique says, but just chilling, bro. About to get my protein shake on. Ah, you just missed mine. Maybe run with the dog or something later. That sounds fun. Still waiting for the guy to plot the land where the house is going to go. Oh. Poor Gamer says, do you know what gutters are and how to work them out? I do, yes. Okay, so the gutters. You're talking about this line, right? The V line down. I still have a shadow of mine left. So what you're going to want to do is get to a low body fat percentage, right? I'm assuming you're a man. If you're a man, the body fat is going to stay here the longest, right? Women tend to hold it kind of here. Men, it's all like right here. So you're going to have to decrease the body fat to a level where you can start seeing the details. But the other thing you want to do is you want to make your muscles bigger. So for the V, I would do a lot of like, I'll just do an exercise. I'll just show you. Everything's good, just waiting. Kyle, what's your height? I'm 5'8". King Awesome says, do you like chili? Yes, but not the super spicy kind. As you can see, I'm incredibly pale. So my translucent stomach can't handle heavy spice. Those are some gutters, all right. Well, thank you, gamer. Thank you. I appreciate that. To still have them on the bulk is a gift, you know. So we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get too much heavier in the fluff. I think right now I'm just gonna ride that balance until I'm at a good muscular size. Thanks for showing. Hey, you're welcome. Kyle knows his shit. Pay attention, everyone. Pay attention. I do, you know, and I figured it's high time that I looked more like I know what I was doing. So, okay. So here, I'm going to hold myself on the bench, and I'm going to try and... God. Okay, hold on. There we go. Who wanted the foot splay? There you are. Okay. Probably not here anymore. Okay, so I'm holding on. I'm dangling my legs off the edge here. And you can do this laying down, like you can do leg raises laying down, and that's good. It'll hit your low abs, right? You've seen those, I'm sure. Here, right? But when you do it off a bench or like a couple chairs lined up, you can get deeper, you can get the weight below parallel, which really stretches everything. That's gonna be the money maker, right? So step one is train your low abs in as full of a range of motion as possible, right? So instead of extending my legs out all the way and doing more work up here in the top range where I'm contracted, I'm gonna do the hardest part, which is at the bottom. And I'm maintaining the arch in my low back, which is also very difficult. Really isolating the abs. Okay, that was 8 reps. I was getting close to muscular failure. So the other thing is I train my abs not like 30 reps, 50 reps, or like long duration holds. I work my abdominal muscles the same way with the same principles as my other muscles, right? Full range of motion, get to that contraction. It's about the quality of that. It's that feeling of like, whoa, that kind of like that slow down in the stretch, slow return of energy is what really works those muscles, right? So, and a lot of it, again, is going to be the body fat level, but the bigger you make those muscles, the deeper those cuts will appear, right? So when I'm not working out, but I'm very lean, my abs are visible, but they're very flat, right? So if I work them out harder, they stick out farther, which makes the indentation in between deeper and thus cast more shadows, right? There's a bigger shadow under my pec than my ab. Same thing. Pure Technique says, what the fuck, bro? We're the same build. But I think you got some weight on me. I'm 145-ish. I'm 158 as of this morning. Gamer says, I'll try it out. Thank you. I wish you will. Pure Technique says, I hang off the pull-up bar and do leg raises while doing pull-ups, kicking the feet at the same time. Shifu had us doing that in the middle of class. Try it. Oh, totally. It's, you get the full body integration of like core into everything else, you know? I do hanging leg raises a lot. Maybe I'll do that next, actually. Good call, Pure Technique. Yeah, it is wild that we're almost twins. Brandon says, hey, handsome, how's your day going? It's going good. Doing a little shimmy shake. We're doing a little upper body, pectoral. Ooh. See, I'm getting better at the feathered activation where it's like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. I lost it. It's because it got shy. Josh the Goat says, yo, how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. We're almost done with all of the muscle work today. We'll do some stretching. I'm feeling good. It's a good start to the day. You know, sometimes you need that. I've got personal training session that I'm doing later. But then after that, we'll be streaming again because I'm fucking crazy. Pure Technique says, Kyle, I will send you something cool. Shifu is a published ab workout designed for kickboxing. Ooh, nice. I love that. Sam says, how often do you do cardio? Historically, not often enough. For a long time, my cardio came specifically from martial arts. So I would do sparring most nights of the week. So that took care of my cardio for a number of years. My back busted, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of lore. So nowadays, I'm doing cardio like 2 to 3 times a week. I want to bump it up a little bit more because, you know, my muscles are healthy, but the heart is the muscle that, you know, keeps the pumps good. So we should work on the heart as well. I don't really use cardio to burn fat, again, because I have a trouble keeping weight on. And I don't even really burn that many calories. I did about 35 minutes on this bike earlier, between like half resistance and almost max. And let's see how many calories. I mean, this isn't a good measurement. So apparently in 35 minutes, I burned 200 calories, which I could eat in 30 seconds. So, you know, when I was fighting, it's high intensity. So I was doing kickboxing and I would burn like 900 calories an hour, which is, that worked, okay? But anything short of like crazy, like something on the level of fighting, it's just not gonna burn a ton of calories. So, you know, every drop in the bucket counts. So if like your max goal is like, I want to just get super lean as fast as possible, you should be doing cardio regularly. In addition to the nutritional stuff, right? Which is going to be like 80% of it. So I do cardio. I'm doing a little bit more, you know, I'm starting to see people in the family, their cardio could have helped them. So I'm trying to get ahead of that, you know. So, but really it's like I usually get my cardio from sports, but because I can't do sports anymore, I'm reintroducing longer times on the bike. Tomorrow we'll do a longer thing of battle ropes. I'm doing this as if it tells you anything. Jose says, and also tell me when you're coming to the Dominican Republic so we can talk and share with for real, without malice, without fear, without violence, and without vices. Wow. Tell me. And also, do I have your what? You already know my phone number. I don't know your phone number, Jose. I don't. If you truly love me, tell me, my dear friend. And likewise, tell me, like your brother, the dentist, tell me. See, this is where I'm not really sure what you mean. I don't have your phone number. Pure Technique says, it's the toughest workout I've ever tried and never finished it. Holy shit. Josh says, you kind of look like Jason Statham. Oh, let's see. Oh, he's on the board. He's absolutely on the board. Okay, Jason Statham, 13. But now, my friend Josh. We're at 14. Huge get. We don't get Statham very often, but I appreciate your vote. Thank you. First vote of stream, actually. Pretty crazy. Usually we have 15, 20 votes by now. Pure Technique says, I have to send you pictures because it's not a printed book version. Ooh. It's a folder rough copy, but still has great pictures. Nice. Bro, my thighs are solid. I walk and ride a scooter 2 miles every day for my mom. I walk to the store every day. But I do need to jog more. I used to sprint up and down stairs a lot too. It's totally different, you know, and they're different like cardio systems too. So, sounds like you got the endurance part of it on lockdown. Jose says, if you don't answer me, I'm really gonna break up with you. Jose, I'm learning all of this stuff today. I didn't know your phone number until 5 seconds ago, apparently, but I still don't know it, right? I didn't know we were in a relationship. And now we're gonna break up? I mean, how am I supposed to keep up with this? You know, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Please don't break up with me. Okay. Let's do some low ab hanging raises. This is the other version, right? A lot of people don't have a thing that they can grab onto. A lot of times I've gone to playgrounds. You know, they usually have some kind of monkey bars that you can hang from, do your pull-ups. Oh, gotta let the back pop. Okay. So here's another thing you can do is hollow holds. So this is a dead hang. My shoulders are completely given out. If you pull the shoulder blades in, right, and activate the abs, right, take your ribs from splayed to knitted into your abdominals. It's called the hollow position, right? This is big for gymnasts, CrossFitters, anyone trying to do muscle ups. So a lot of my weight is in front of me. Okay, I'll pull this to the side so I can show you. Okay, this is for the gutters, okay? So fully arched back, totally belly hanging out. Okay, I pull down and pull my head through my arms, and I'm already kind of activating here because I've done this position 100 times. So knit the ribs and abs together as you pull the shoulder blades down and in front this way. Okay, hollow hold. And you can hold that position, you can get in and out of the position, which is what I'm kind of gonna do. Just watch. Just watch, trust. Okay. And from here, you can do leg lifts from this active position. See, I'm moving as one unit. Then I let everything go, I kind of collapse. Okay, bye, friend. Take care. Okay, bye, Jose. Bye. You're really waiting for me. Tell me. Josh, there's nothing wrong being 5'7". That's true. But I am 5'8". If I were 5'7", I'd tell you because then it would make my weight stat more impressive, right? If I weigh 160 and I'm 5'3", it's way more muscular than 5'8". Pure Technique says, my friend told me when he would go to wrestling camps as a kid, I can't remember his name, but the guy would walk upstairs with a refrigerator on his back. Joe C., I believe his name. I'll double check. Jose says, bye, friend, take care. Also, oh, it needs to translate it. Hold on, give YouTube a moment to translate. And also remember that I'm going to be the man and you're going to be the woman. You already know that. Well, I'm just hearing about it now, Jose, so, you know, now I know. Okay, oh yeah, okay. I think we'll do one more set of hollow hold activations like that. That was really good. And then I need to do the flies, rear delt flies, and then stretching. Josh says, I'm 5'7". That's the average height worldwide for men, so I'm not mad. Oh, good. Good, it doesn't really matter. Pure Technique says, what the fuck? And Jose's giving me a ring. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't even know my size. Okay. If you like it, all right. Flies. I was going to use the fives. Okay, now don't knock low weight flies, okay? Again, back problems, blah, 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 but this is also just like a weak spot for me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the back. Let's see how this looks. Really trying to maintain neutral scaps, neutral spine. Try not to hike up. Keep it nice and low. Okay, so the 5s are a little light, but I don't want to go too hard on this. All right. You guys crack me up. I'm just going to go straight on this time. Let my grip recover while we sit together on the bench. Man, how much extra distance do I get from just hair? I don't know. Jose says, and besides, you know, I really like the size you have. Thank you. And I never lie, and you know that, dentist doctor. Because I've only played a doctor on YouTube. So, not sure if you're looking for some free work or what. All right. Here's what the holohodes look like from the front. Pure Technique says, rented the new Mario movie, and it was pretty good. Passed out watching it last night. Gonna rewatch. I don't know that I've seen the Mario movies. I mean, I played a lot of the game. A buddy of mine and I played through, I think, all of them in college. We even did the Japanese Super Mario 2, which was, from what I remember, too difficult for it to be successful in the States. Lost Levels or something like that. It was so cool. That's interesting. Well, Pure Technique, you work hard, you know? So what I passed out watching something last night. What was it? I can't even remember. Can't remember. I've noticed sometimes when I'm falling asleep and I'm scrolling, my fingers, like, I'll wake up in the middle of me just doing this. And like I'm in a totally different app, you know, I'm just like scrolling at the end of something. And it's like, that's fucking troubling, right? So I've woken up and it's like falling asleep on YouTube, like scrolling, and then I'll wake up and there's like a makeup tutorial going on. And it's like, oh fuck, what did I sleep? What did I sleep watch? You know? Yeah, I never played that, but sounds dope, says Pure Technique. Oh, it was so cool. It was crazy hard. Like, some mushrooms were poisonous. Invisible blocks that well, like are over gaps. It's fucking malicious, which is great. All right, now stretching. Damn sleep scrolling. Well, it's better than sleepwalking. My uncle used to sleepwalk, and they would like they put a special deadbolt at the top of the door, so that he would stop leaving the house at night. But he just ended up like getting something to stand on to unlock the door to then leave. He would wake up in a random neighborhood, and this was like back in the fucking 70s or 60s, you know. So it's like they didn't have phones or anything, you know. So it's like, where am I? I have no fucking idea. So maybe, you know, maybe that's where I got it. Jose says, and besides, I'll fulfill anyone's dream, just like I did for you. Really? Are you the one that gave me force powers? And I'm not like the other guys who've been with you, my dear friend. I would hope not, Jose. Pure Technique says, had a bro who would sleep play basketball. True story. Holy shit. Sometimes, you know, you just do one thing enough. Apparently mine's scrolling. All right. Let's get our shit yanked out. You know what I mean? You know, in a way, flexibility is just yanking on your meat. If you think about it. Right, Jose? Right? Jose says, hey, I'd rather you help me. If you really love me, or are you just playing with my feelings? Tell me. Jose, I worry that you're mistaking me for someone. You keep calling me a dentist doctor. I'm neither of those things. So, you know, I don't want to mislead you. Pure Technique says, I agree. But that's pretty cool. I mean, of all the things to compulsively do, play basketball is like not a terrible one. You know what I mean? He knows ball, clearly. Clearly. Dude, another one of my uncles, other side of the family, he will sometimes sleep with his eyes open. So he'll just be like this. I don't know how his eyes don't dry out, but apparently it would freak my family out when he was a kid, because he'd just be non-responsive with his eyes open, but like snoring. Oh. This is good. Okay, we got a little bit of the IT band. The hamstrings are coming out a little bit. Jose says, hey, I didn't think that about you really, my dear friend. And besides, you know I love you very much, and I don't deny it really. Well, good, Jose. I won't deny it either. Okay, I love you too, baby. Pure Technique. Oh, bro, Dad would wake up and still be in Vietnam. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dad, it's okay. You're safe. That's scary. That's super fucking scary. Because, you know, I don't know how forthcoming he was, but a lot of people in Vietnam, there's a lot of stuff that we know about, and there's stuff that they don't talk about. You know what I mean? God, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. See, if you're patient, you get feet stuff. Man. Vietnam was fucked. And we forget over here that the Vietnam War was not the same thing for the people in Vietnam. It was a civil war. You know what I mean? Like, they still see it as like an internal thing that got a bunch of external players. Well, and
I was just listening to a podcast about this actually, about the Vietnam War, but it's like the French invaded Vietnam and they did the same exact stuff to the French. And then the Americans came in and they're like, okay, well, we're just going to use the same choke points, the same, like, we know this place inside and out, and we've already done this. You idiots. Yeah, oh, man. Crazy. What a crazy time. Pure Technique says he would patrol the house like it was his base or something. Always sleeping on the floor in the living room type shit. Damn. It's kind of cute, but also kind of sad, you know? Jose says, well, it's still translating. Okay, amor mio, pero yo creo y confío en ti de verdad. Okay, my love, but I truly believe in you and trust you. Thank you. And besides, how is it that you want me to be with you and exercise with you? Tell me. Well, we're not getting the video call sessions set up until it's coming. It's very soon. So the Patreon is still being built, but that's where that's going to live. When all those options go live, I'll tell you. Trust me, I'll tell you. Okay. I want you there as much as you want me there. Okay, and if you want to exercise, we can exercise. We don't have to exercise. We can talk. I can flex. I mean, you know, there's a lot of options, so. Pure Technique says, oh, dude, the war stories in my house. Great uncle was in World War II. Gramps was in Korea. Dad was in Vietnam. Oh, man. Oh, man. The family business. Accumulating trauma, you know. Not that, I mean, they're incredible for serving, you know what I mean? But what a heavy price to pay, because those are some hard-ass wars. Not that any of them are good or easy, but it's like, you know, a lot of crazy shit. And that's the stuff we know about, right? That's the stuff that everyone was okay talking about. Pure Technique says, I stayed home. Well, hey, man, you didn't have to fight anyone. You didn't have to take anyone out. So, you know, not bad. Not a bad trade-off. Plus, I mean, they were sold the idea that, oh, we'll pay for college, with all this stuff, but it's like, if the benefits were actually how they suggested they would be for vets, totally different story. But we know that there's zero fucking support for, you know, once you've served your purpose to the country, why would they continue to invest in you? That's what surprises me about like certain administrations, where it's like you say you support the troops, but you won't actually do it. It wouldn't even cost that fucking much. You know? Just do it for the PR, even if you don't give a shit about people, you know? Come on. I'm crazy though, so. Jose says, listen, what I say is true. Everything I told you and wrote in each of your videos and your exercise, you already know it. Maybe. Pure Tech, that's the other thing, Jose, is that on a one-to-one call, I don't speak your language. So we might have to use some translation tools or something. Pure Technique says, yeah, but men were highly punished to do sports, at least in the family. Wish I could have boxed like Dad and great uncle, though. That sucks, man. It sucks nowadays when it's like, you know, looking back, it wouldn't have been a big deal, you know. I remember growing up, I wasn't allowed to not only read Harry Potter, but I was not allowed to hang out with kids that read it because it was evil and stuff. Later on, the family decided, it's fine. But that I can't retroactively go back and like, you know, be friends with that kid again. You know what I mean? So it's sometimes it's, you know, you wonder, it's like if only people got over their fucking hang-ups around stuff, what could we have accomplished? Not punished, but pushed. Oh, pushed to do sports. I see. I see. Well, that wasn't really pushed in my house. We kind of were allowed to pursue our passions, which I do not take for granted. I did martial arts, not a sport. My sister coached the wrestling team, which was, I never saw it coming. I understand, though. You understand better than most. Jose says, and besides, you really want to lose me, my dear friend, tell me. And I would also like to see you and really share things with you and really talk to you so you can see that it's the truth, my dear friend. I appreciate that, Jose. We'll figure out a way, okay? I don't know if like Google Meet has translate options, if I can get, there are programs you can get to translate, but I worry that I won't be understanding one-to-one. How old's your sis? She's in her mid-30s. She's a few years younger than me. Yeah. She did track, singing. I did theater, karate. What else did I do? Other thing, I don't know. My sister is older than me. How was that? See, because with a younger sister, she like pestered me a lot. She would physically hit me and stuff, knowing that I would take the hit for, you know, any kind of, because I'm larger. And once I started taking karate, any bruise she got, it was like, Kyle, you lack discipline. You know, it's like, I don't. She headbutted me and then said I hit her in the head. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Anyway. But I was older, so she couldn't like control me in certain ways. She stole a lot of my clothes, like a lot of my sweatshirts. Damn, wrestling coach, yeah. Sam says, we can't see any English translation, only original Spanish. Interesting. Huh. I'm glad that I can read it out for you guys then. Nobody messes with her, right? Well, people mess with her, but they don't understand that she's a spitfire. She doesn't wrestle. Pure Technique says, I was forced to do things. Like if sis was wanting to do something, I'd have to go type shit. Oh, that sucks. Take your brother. Mom, I don't want to. Mom, I don't want to go with her. That kind of thing. I would, oh my God, if I had to babysit, or if I had to be babysat, because I would be my sister's keeper sometimes, but I would just, as long as she didn't fuck anything up or whatever, you know, I'm just like, do whatever you want. I can't imagine if she had control, you know. Yes. Pure Technique. Strong, yes. Well, man, it's rough. Put makeup on you and things. And she's like 14 years older. Jesus. That's crazy. That's too far of a gap, you know? That's like an entirely different generation. It's a weird song. There we go. Jose says, besides, if you have a partner, it's better that you stay in that country. Also, I don't control anyone, really, my dear friend. Oh, that's good. That's good, Jose. You sound like a lover, not a fighter. What else do I need to stretch? Calves. We'll show feet for this. We'll show feet. Okay. So extending the leg, stretches really high up. Bending, it moves the stretch down towards the tendon. So I kind of work the stretch up and down with a little bit of motion. It is the lotion, as they say. Okay. So here I feel it in the big ball muscles, and then when I bend forward, moves it down here. Okay, we always do the tops of the feet. Oh, and my feet want to cramp. Are they going to? No. Sometimes you got to ride it out and not freak out. Sometimes the freak out is what causes the cramp. I'm not really trying for a good point anymore like I was when I was dancing, but I still, if I stretch the one side, I do the opposite side. So if we stretch the Achilles, we stretch the tibs. Then I'll take this lacrosse ball. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my fucking God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this is the foot that wanted to cramp, and I can tell why. A lot of tension. In the back corner, right in the meat that's just above the heel. Right here. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, Jesus. The more it hurts and the more difficult it is, the more you need it. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to lean into discomfort. Oh, Christ. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, and this foot's pretty good, except here on the outer edge, really bad. See, same spot as over here. I can put a lot more weight in. Nothing really happens. Feels like nothing. So sometimes it takes digging to find this spot that's bound up. Oh my God. You gotta breathe through it. Not breathe through it, breathe into it. I mean, you can't really breathe into a foot stretch necessarily, but you can breathe into a hamstring stretch, and that adds to the stretch. Okay? Ugh. Okay, get the toes. That gas means I haven't eaten. Which is true, I've only had a protein shake today. Hey, have a good day, Brother Bear. Good chat. Thank you. I appreciate that, Pure Technique. Hopefully things start moving on the house very soon. Also, hopefully we'll get into some rivals, okay? I still got that on mind. So, just been working a fuck ton. But I appreciate you here. And I hope you have a good restful rest of your day. I think I'm going to do some hip stretches, and then we'll be about done. I have to prep for my session later. All right, let's bring it down a level. All right. Jose, and besides, I know that I love you very much. Oh, thank you, Jose. I love you too. You're very sweet. Here we go. Oh, yeah. This is good. Okay. It's very good. Good for the hips. Roll over for a pigeon, sort of. I've already hit the hip flexors, so it's not really stretching. We'll do a side split here too. Okay. For Jose and whoever the other one is, if that's pure technique. Just want to dance. Just want to dance. Oof. Oof. Jose says, hey, you know I took away the monster's power and truly dominated them, my love. What? See, this is where I would love more detail, because if you're defeating monsters for me, you know, we should talk about that. I took away the monster's power. Can I have it? Can I have the monster's power? Can I be a monster? Would you still, Jose? Would you still love me if I was a monster? Would you love me if I was a worm? It's fun to dance in your stretches. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay. Chat favorite, the frog stretch. Okay. And it's too bad that salsa. Oh, here we go. We have fun, don't we? We have fun. Oh. All right. This is good. All right, we'll do a little pose down. See, Jose, I don't know what this means. Jose says, you and she are two real monsters, and you're two real messed up families, my friend. I'm so curious. I'm gonna make a new bodybuilding division where you have to dance. Kai Green will win every time. Let's do a little back. Okay. All right. You understand? A little leg. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Really got to blast those calves. Not bad. All right, party people. For now, that concludes the workout, but we'll be back live tonight. Okay, probably between 7 and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 or 11 Eastern. All right, I hope to see you there. If not, we'll see you when we see you, okay? I love you, and I appreciate you, and I love you.